brother got a 92 on his math test, and my parents threw him a dinner party. I got a 97 on the same test, and my mom looked at my paper and said, "Why are you always trying to compete with your brother? It is not attractive, Jade." Not attractive? 97 on a math test, and my mother's feedback was about my personality. Let me back up. My name is Jade. I am 16. I live in a house with 2 parents, 2 siblings, and one very strong desire to scream into a pillow every single night. My brother Ethan is 17. He is the golden child, the pride of the family, the one whose report card goes on the fridge, the one whose science fair trophy gets a shelf in the living room. A whole shelf! I counted 11 trophies, dusted weekly by my mother, personally, with a special cloth. My sister Lena is 14. She is the baby genius, the prodigy, the one who plays piano at school events while my parents sit in the front row recording on 2 phones. 2! Like one phone cannot hold enough evidence of their favoritism. And then there is me, the middle child, the one who beats both of them at everything and gets punished for it. I am not exaggerating. I wish I was exaggerating. If I was exaggerating, my life would at least be dramatic enough to be interesting. Instead, it is just unfair. Ethan got straight A's last semester. My parents bought him a laptop. I got straight A pluses. My mom said, "You know, Jade, grades are not everything. Maybe try being more well-rounded." Well-rounded. I am on the debate team, the track team, the school newspaper, and I volunteer at the animal shelter on weekends where I clean up after dogs that have more emotional support than I do. But sure, Mom, let me be more well-rounded. Lena won a regional piano competition. My parents drove 4 hours to watch. They cried. They posted 17 photos on Facebook. I won the state debate championship. My parents were not there. They said they had a scheduling conflict. The scheduling conflict was Lena's piano recital at the community center. The community center. I won state. She played Fur Elise for 12 retired people and a cat that wandered in. But their recital was more important. And if you think that is the worst part, you do not even know what is coming. Because what my parents did to me at the school award ceremony last month made me realize something I had been trying to deny my entire life. They do not just ignore me, they are afraid of me. And when I found out why, everything I thought I knew about this family fell apart. Let me explain how my family works. It is basically a ranking system. Like a leaderboard, except the scoring makes no sense and I am always last no matter what I do. Rank 1, Ethan, the firstborn son, the heir to the Carter name. My parents treat him like he was delivered by angels on a golden cloud. He is smart, I will give him that. He is genuinely good at math and science, but he is not a genius. He works hard, he studies late, he earns his grades, and I respect that. What I do not respect is that when Ethan brings home a B+, my parents say, "That is okay, sweetheart. You will get it next time. We are proud of you for trying." When I bring home a B+, my mom says, "See, I told you competing with Ethan would only burn you out." I did not compete with Ethan. I took the same class, I got the same grade. But somehow my B+ is a cautionary tale, and his is a learning opportunity. Rank 2, Lena, the baby, the pianist, the one who can do no wrong because she has big eyes and plays sad music, and my dad melts every time she sits at the keyboard. Lena is talented, genuinely talented. Her fingers move across the piano like they have their own brain. But Lena also has the personality of a calculator. She does not talk to me. She does not talk to anyone, really. She communicates exclusively through piano and passive-aggressive sighs. I once tried to compliment her playing. I said, "Lena, that piece was beautiful." She looked at me and said, "I know." Then she walked away. Okay then. Rank 3. Me. Jade. The one who is somehow the best at everything and the worst at being appreciated for it. Let me give you a day in my life. Morning, I come downstairs for breakfast. Ethan is eating pancakes that Mom made. Lena is eating an omelet that Mom made. I open the fridge. There is nothing for me. I make my own toast. Nobody notices. Afternoon, I come home from school with a test score of 98. I put it on the counter. Mom picks it up, looks at it, and puts it in the recycling bin. The recycling bin! She recycles my achievements. That should be illegal. Meanwhile, Ethan's test score from last week is still on the fridge with a magnet that says Proud Parent. I tested this once. I took one of my tests, wrote Ethan's name on it, and left it on the counter. My mom found it and framed it. Framed it! She put it on the shelf next to his trophies and said at dinner, "Ethan, I did not know you scored a 98 in English. That is wonderful." Ethan looked confused because he got an 82 in English, but he just said, "Thanks, Mom." My test, his name. Her pride. I sat at that dinner table eating toast I made myself and watched my own achievement get celebrated under someone else's name. Birthdays are even worse. Ethan's last birthday, surprise party, 20 friends, custom cake with his face on it, new headphones, new sneakers, and a speech from my dad about the man you are becoming. Lena's last birthday, family dinner at a fancy restaurant, a new keyboard, and my mom crying while Lena played Happy Birthday for herself on the new keyboard, which is honestly kind of iconic, but also very Lena. My last birthday? My dad forgot. My mom remembered at 6 p.m., said, "Oh, shoot," and handed me a $20 bill and a CVS card that still had someone else's name on the receipt. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Jade, who nobody in this house seems to think is a real person. Happy birthday to me. School is the only place where I exist as a full human being. My teachers know my name. My debate coach, Mr. Reeves, told me last month, "Jade, you are the most naturally gifted debater I have coached in 15 years. 15 years! I almost cried. Not because it was a compliment, because it was the first time an adult said something about me that was not followed by, "but." I am the youngest editor of the school newspaper. I wrote an article about funding cuts to the arts program that went viral in our school district. The superintendent read it. He emailed me personally, and said, "This is the kind of journalism that changes policy." I showed the email to my mom. She read it and said, "That is nice. Did you hear that Ethan got accepted to the advanced chemistry seminar?" I stared at her. She had already moved on. My email from a literal government official was a speed bump on the way to Ethan's chemistry class. My best friend Maya is the only person outside of school who knows how bad it is at home. Maya has the energy of a chihuahua who just drank Red Bull and the loyalty of a pit bull. She came to my house once for dinner. She watched my mom serve Ethan first, then Lena, then herself, then my dad. Maya looked at my empty plate and said loudly, "Mrs. Carter, I think you forgot Jade." My mom laughed and said, "Oh, Jade can serve herself. She is very independent." Independent. That is what they call it. I call it forgotten. Maya was so mad she texted me after dinner, "If your mom forgets your plate one more time, I am flipping that table. I am small, but I am mighty." I believed her. Track. I run the 400 meters. I broke the school record last season. I did not tell my parents because I already knew what would happen, but the school posted it on their Instagram and tagged me. My mom saw it. She said, "I did not know you did track. I have been on the track team for 3 years." She said, "That is nice, but do not let it affect your grades. My grades are better than both of my siblings. But sure, Mom, let me worry about my 4.0 GPA falling apart because I also happen to be fast." One night, I was lying in bed staring at the ceiling, and I said out loud to nobody, "If I cured cancer, my mom would ask me to pass the salt." My bedroom wall did not respond, but honestly at this point, I would have accepted advice from the wall. The school holds an award ceremony every spring. All grades, all departments. Trophies, certificates, handshakes with the principal, the whole thing. This year, all 3 Carter kids were nominated. Ethan was nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Science. Fair. He earned it. Lena was nominated for Excellence in Performing Arts. Fair. She is genuinely good. I was nominated for Student of the Year, the overall award. The one that goes to the student who excels in academics, extracurriculars, leadership, and community service. There are 400 students in our school. 1 gets Student of the Year, and I was nominated. My parents came to the ceremony. They sat in the 3rd row. My mom was holding her phone ready to record. My dad was wearing the tie he only wears for Ethan's events. I knew immediately who they came for. Ethan won his award. My parents stood up. My mom recorded. My dad clapped so hard I thought his hands would fall off. Ethan walked back to his seat with his trophy, and my mom kissed it. She kissed the trophy like it was a baby. Lena won her award. My parents stood up again. My mom was already crying. My dad said, "That is my girl," loud enough for 3 rows to hear. Lena walked back with her certificate and did not acknowledge anyone. Classic Lena. Then the principal stepped up to the microphone and said, "And now our final and most prestigious award of the evening. The Student of the Year award goes to a student who has demonstrated excellence in every category we measure. This student holds a 4.0 GPA, is the editor of the school paper, holds the school record in the 400 meters, leads the debate team, and volunteers over 100 hours per year at the local animal shelter." My parents were sitting there smiling, waiting. This year's Student of the Year is Jade Carter. If you are still here after all of that, then you are not just a viewer. You are family. And I do not say that lightly, because my actual family forgot my birthday, so you are already doing better than them. Smash that subscribe button and do not miss part 2, because what I found hidden in my parents' closet that night, it explains everything. See you there!